Hey everyone, Kachi Vestry back with another video for today. So today's video we're going to talk about FASTLY. I opened a position in FASTLY Friday because, well, I believe this company will rebound. I don't know how much time it's going to take, but if I can do 50% on my investment in the matter of a year or so, pretty happy with that. We're going to look at the earnings report. We're going to discuss a couple of points that they mentioned during the earnings call. We're obviously going to talk about the new CFO position that needs to be filled. And I'm going to show you something that probably none of you knew. It's Amazon and FASTLY related. Obviously, if you don't know what FASTLY is doing, I've covered this talk before in my last couple of videos. If you want to watch that, it's going to be in the top right corner. Before I do so, I just want to thank everyone that has been subscribing. We're over 15,000 subscribers, so thank you very much. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, maybe hit that subscribe button. And if you like these videos, maybe an early thumbs up, as it really helps me outgrow the channel and get my videos out there. So without further ado, charts first. Alright, so if we zoomed out a bit on the chart, we can see that the last couple of earnings report, the stock was super high, then has gone low. Super high, low, super high, low again. And then since the last one, because we obviously seen that FASTLY might have slowed down their growth, Signal Sciences and FASTLY might not be merging together quite nicely. Stock has gone down. Obviously, this earnings wasn't that great at all. Stock has gone down even more. Now we sit at the $42 mark. RSI is pretty much oversold. Again, charts don't always say the truth. Yes, sometimes you can base your investment on analysis, on technical analysis, but it's just an indication that might help you in the future. But to continue, I just want us to maybe create a nice little base between $40 and $60 in the next coming months. And then we have another earnings report. Have a look at the report. Is the company doing better? Yes, great. No, then maybe it's over. Sell your position and move on. But so before we jump into the earnings report, link will be down in the description if you want to have a take a look yourself. And for the earnings call, I highly suggest you go listen if you're an investor in FASTLY or if you're thinking of buying some shares. Right, so first we have the revenue. So strong top line growth of 35% year over year with revenue of nearly $85 million. Obviously, this includes Signal Sciences. Now, estimates were actually $85.18 million, according to a couple of analysts. Earnings per share was negative 12 cents versus negative 10 cents. So again, a miss on that. But as we'll see in a bit, they have actually raised guidance for full year. Right, so jumping towards another key metric. So total customer count increased to 2,207 from 2,084 in Q4 2020. That's their largest addition of new customers ever, but the enterprise customer count went up only 12 from 324 to 336, so not incredible. But the average enterprise customer spend went up by $18,000, so alright, they're making more money from those enterprises. Enterprise customers generated 90% of their trailing 12 months total revenue compared to 89%, so bigger piece of the pie. And for Signal Sciences, the total customer count is at 293, 13 more than in the last quarter. For the enterprise customer count, it's up from 78 to 86. Then, obviously, in the letter to the shareholders, talks about a couple of things, but the most important thing in this earnings report was the CFO's transition. So a lot of people thought that the CFO leaving might be seen as a negative thing. I actually think it's a pretty positive one because since Signal Sciences and FASTLY are now one business, he didn't really know how to handle that because FASTLY is usage-based model, Signal Sciences is subscription-based. So he said, let's let the customer decide whether they want it to be subscription-based or whether they want it to be usage-based. Makes no sense. Either you choose it to be usage-based like FASTLY's business model, or you put everything as a subscription model. Obviously, usage model is much better. Do it in one package deal and that's it. So new CFO should be looked at as a positive. Obviously, let's hope they hire someone that has worked in one of the big companies previously because that will certainly help as well. The new CRO has obviously done a great job. As we've seen, this was one of the best quarter for additional customers for FASTLY. So good job on that front. All right, and now for the Q2 and full year business outlook. So for Q2, it's a bit of the same like we had in this quarter. Low side 84, higher top line, $87 million. But for the full year 2021, they actually raised guidance from a midpoint of 380 million to now a midpoint of 385. And during the call, they said, or they insinuated, that this might rise again as we move further quarter over quarter. Right? So overall, yes, not incredible, especially not when the valuation were that high. But moving forward, yes, now it's actually taking a chance with FASTLY, because if we see that next quarter or the third quarter, nothing really has changed. They've been growing maybe a little bit, but not that much to justify their valuation or to justify our investment in FASTLY. Then obviously for me, it's going to be a sell and goodbye FASTLY. I'm going to focus on something else. But in my opinion, I do think that they are slightly moving towards the right direction right now. Again, the edge is going to be used a lot in the future, whether it's gaming, finance, e-commerce, etc. It's still in the early days, let's say, but I believe, yes, FASTLY needs to do a lot of things right. But if they do, it's going to be very rewarding as an investment. Now, before I continue with my rambling, I want to show you something that maybe a lot of you don't actually know. It's that Amazon, or the pictures on Amazon, are all coming from FASTLY actually. So look at this. So it's a Twitter account actually from Ophir Gottlieb. Maybe most of you know him already. Pretty big account. So basically every picture that is getting fetched on Amazon comes from FASTLY. We've talked about this in a previous video. FASTLY has been working as well with Shopify. Why is this great? Well, because when a website is loading, it has lots of pictures. You want it to load as fast as possible. You want the content to reach the customer as fast as possible. And now, if you still don't believe me, you can try it yourself. This is a screenshot from my own laptop. You can go and try it yourself. So it's safe to say that if Amazon is using FASTLY, they might be doing something correct. Obviously, this doesn't mean that they can attract thousands of new customers just because Amazon is using them. Because yes, right now, what FASTLY needs to do is to acquire more and more customers, whether it's small ones or bigger ones, it doesn't matter. It can come from the gaming industry, e-commerce, fintech, doesn't matter. Right now, the time is to grow more and more. So to conclude, yes, there's still a long way to go with FASTLY, still a lot of risk on this investment as well. I know that completely. Now, I bought into FASTLY, doesn't mean that you have to buy FASTLY. You can short it, you can do whatever you want. I bought it because I think risk reward right now seems fair. I think they are moving in the right direction. I think with the way technology is moving forward, gaming, etc., you will need to use edge technology in the future. Games need to load up faster, seamless play, e-commerce, you need to have a smooth e-commerce experience. Everything needs to be done super fast. Yes, I know a lot of people will compare it to Cloudflare. I think Cloudflare is in a different category. I think they said it themselves during the earnings call, if I'm not mistaken. So overall, yes, I know there's a lot of risk to my investment with FASTLY, but I'm pretty comfortable and pretty happy with that. That will be it for this video. Let me know down in the comments below if you have bought FASTLY, if you've sold, if you've picked some shares up. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you like these videos, leave it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, maybe hit that subscribe button. And as always, guys, take care, stay safe, and see you all in the next video. Bye bye.